Our first study, which sought to test the potential of the oregano oil's insecticidal capabilities against the EFSBs which are present in eggplants, came to a conclusion. EFSB being a problem to farmers who plant eggplants should be combated with solutions that will certainly lessen the pest population. However, the hurdles which us researchers awaited could not be overcome. Feasibility of the experiment was not calculated by the researchers, especially during the pandemic. Past research like the BT eggplant, where a protein was added onto eggplants, causing them to be more resistant to EFSBs, is gradually being commercialized, causing our work to be not worth pursuing. This led us to the development of a new topic called reinforcement of cassava starch derived bioplastic using pili shell powder.
Traditional plastic has and is still dominating the plastic market. Traditional plastics are made from non-renewable sources such as petroleum, fossil fuels, and natural gas. This has led to plastic pollution where landfills are being loaded with this waste. Due to this, people have decided to burn the plastic waste, causing only more harm to the environment through black carbon, a pollutant which is caused by burning waste. Not only does this harm the land and air, plastic pollution also affects the ocean and its marine life. Currently, 40% of the ocean surface has led to marine life mistakenly consuming plastic as food, leading them to perish. Coming up with a solution for this problem only rose during the 1973 oil crisis where an alternative for petroleum-based products were needed.
This led to the continuation of French researcher Maurice Lemoyne's research on bioplastics during the 1920s. Maurice Lemoyne's study on the bacterium Bacillus megatherium in 1926 led to the development of the polyhydroxybutyrate, a polymer belonging to the polyesters class that are of interest as bio-derived and biodegradable plastics. Due to this breakthrough, landfill waste was reduced, dependency on fossil resources was reduced, and carbon footprint was reduced. From this solution, an alternative for the traditional plastics was produced.
The problem, however, is that commercially produced biodegradable plastics have shown to be more fragile than petroleum-based plastics, proving that they cannot compete against the traditional plastics. According to Zhang et al. 2019, pure starch-based materials have natural weaknesses. One of these is having a lower mechanical property in natural polymers and moisture sensitivity. To combat this hurdle, researchers began to blend various materials into bioplastics, altering its properties for the better.
This led to the current study the researchers are tackling. In order for the researchers to enhance the bioplastic's qualities, choosing what to enhance it would be the first question to be answered. This is when the researchers decided to use a cellulose-rich substance. Cellulose, in the majority of cases, created by plants, could also be created by bacteria. It is the main structure in the cell of plants which supports it by acting like reinforcing bars, keeping it upright and stiff. The study of Jeanette et al. 2005 proved that cellulose increases tensile strength. Using the cellulose of the maritime pine and sweet chestnut, results show that the tensile strength of the roots increased due to the cellulose.
This led to our decision to use the pili as a reinforcing agent. The pili is a major product in Bicol region due to how abundant it is there. The fruit of the pili tree mainly consists of four parts: the pulp, the shell, the testa, and the kernel. However, only the shell of the pili fruit would be needed for this research. The shell is commonly used as an ornamental furniture or fuel which may then be converted into charcoal, although its property of being rich in cellulose is the reason why the researchers chose pili.
For this study, the researchers have set objectives which must be met. These objectives are to test the tensile strength of the bioplastic reinforced with pili shell powder, test the water hydrophobic properties of the bioplastic reinforced with pili shell powder, and to test the biodegradability of the bioplastic reinforced with pili shell powder. These objectives were set due to the fact that these results would prove that the addition of a cellulose-rich substance such as the pili nut shell has the potential to become a product which enhances starch-derived bioplastics.
The methods which will take place in the study would be the following. First off is the procurement of materials. Due to the abundance of the pili nut in the Bicol region, souvenir stores or delicacy shops would provide it to the researchers. Second would be the preparation of the pili shell powder. Due to the immense toughness of the shells, it would first be manually crushed before being grinded in a grinding machine. This is to ensure that the fine powder would be produced. If the researchers find difficulties with crushing of the pili nut shells, assistance would be required, ensuring the safety of the researchers. To improve the mechanical and chemical properties of the powder, an alkaline treatment would take place, following a bleach treatment in order to remove non-cellulosic materials in the powder. After that, the preparation of the cassava starch biomass would take place, which would allow the researchers to incorporate the pili shell powder into the cassava starch biomass, producing the final product, which would be tested by the researchers.
With this presentation of the researchers' new topic, this proves to be a much more worthwhile study as the goal of the researchers proved to be helpful to the people, especially those who reside in the Bicol region. The methodology for this research shows more clarity than the previous research, being more feasible and has a better framework. Although the change of topic this late into the school year may prove unreasonable, it's better to forfeit a topic which shows no potential in helping people.